Okay, this is a quick video. I'm putting it in here mainly so I can put the written text below this on the description of the conversations between this caseworker of mine, bless her soul, poor thing, and myself, so it could be documented. And I'll tell you a little bit, but I'm concerned about running out of time here, my memory going out. But I ended up getting here later than I was supposed to. There was problems with transportation. I had tried to get this Antionette not to set this inspection up today because I realized that there'd be problems. But she don't, when I say things like that to her, she, instead of understanding me or hearing me or doing what I'm asked, or trying to say, she just has, I don't know what it is. She just keeps asking me if I don't want her to be my helper, and I appreciate her. I tell her I do, but she keeps thinking I don't want her help. And the problem is that sometimes she doesn't give me good help, and if I try to say, well, listen, another way to do it, she just thinks I'm arguing with her, and she's almost as unhelpful to me as most of the persons in the nursing home. They all pretend they're caring about me. I'm sure they may be very sincere, but now, unless this gets straightened out, I'm going to lose the apartment because the inspector came at 9 o'clock this morning, and she told me, Antionette told me, that it would come at 1 o'clock. And 3 days ago, she told me to set up the transport. I told her I had to set it up in advance, and I did. I told her I'd set it up from 7 in the morning till 7 at night because she couldn't tell me when they were coming. Then she told me they're coming at 1 o'clock in the last couple of days. So I said, oh, good. And I realized the accessoride might not show up on time. I might have problems. I have to deal with the nursing home and their rules, and the Section 8 and their rules, and the accessoride and their rules, and Antionette and her rules. And she's telling me how she has special privileges. She can do things to straighten it out. And now, she wants to quit. She wants to not deal with it. She told me on the phone in a conversation just now that, I'm in a rush, and I'm not, I'm saying this so that, and if anyone says later on I lied, that I have it at least documented, I hope. And I wish there was a way I knew how to record the conversations on the phone. I'm only trying to do a simple thing, not lose my Section 8 and not die from heart disease or diabetes or high blood pressure. I know what I'm doing. I've documented it. I've said it. It's on YouTube. It's all over the place. But apparently I'm crazy and everybody else knows what they're doing. But I'm doing everything everybody else wants to do, and it's making me sicker and worse, and it's all stressful. And I'm not supposed to have stress. I have a regurgitating left ventricle in my heart. Now I've come here to get all these foods. To get the foods that I need to eat, that they won't let me have. They won't give them to me in the nursing home, even though I've been asking for 5 months for them. And talking, and they all act like they know what they're doing, and it doesn't look like they know anything what they're doing, because people brought me food. I went out and bought the food. I brought it to the nursing home, and they make a problem about that. They refuse to give it to me. I went to 3 of these meetings where they talk about the food, and still today, I can't even get parsley or basil. I can't get the simplest things from the kitchen. I don't know if my dietitian doesn't know what she's doing, but I know what she's done, and I'm going to document that because she comes to me. I've asked them since I got there, well, what's available? What are the things you have that you could give me? Oh, well, she sits there and says, what do you want me to give you? And she wants me out of my mind while she's standing in my room. She doesn't say, well, here's all the foods that are available. Which ones do you want? They did that in the hospital. They don't do it here. And then if I tell them what I want, and I have all the documentation. They never bring me the food I ask for. They always bring me different food. They give it to different people. This isn't my doing. I haven't created this problem. If we don't resolve this issue with Section 8, because I did what Antionette said after she sent me this text. You see the text. It's right here. That she can do everything. Now she's not going to do anything. Why? Because I don't know why. She doesn't have any concept of the fact that I can't be under stress. And whenever she deals with me in a way to make it more stressful. So I don't understand. I don't understand it. I'm not that smart. I'm not that important. I simply want to eat the foods that will make me the healthiest. And then if I still need some medicine, I'll take medicine. But I don't want to take the medicine because I know I realize it's making me more sick. And I think what they have there is a deal. You go there, you eat the food the way they want to, the whole world, this country, and you get sick from these diseases. You try to eat the better way that you shouldn't get sick. They teach us in the 9th grade in biology how to eat, what to do, how to not die. And then we eat the opposite way for 40 years, 50 years, and then they put you in a nursing home. What in the world sense does it make for me to go in a nursing home and have 4,000 milligrams of sodium in my meal and no potassium all day, maybe 400 or 500. The science says I should have 200 sodium and 4,000 potassium. If I have 400 sodium, I need 9,000 potassium, micrograms or units or whatever. And if I don't do that, I'll have high blood pressure. So I went out to the store. They wouldn't give me what I need in the nursing home to not have high blood pressure. They give me salt-ridden food. I don't use much salt in a month in my apartment as they give to me in one meal in that nursing home. Now, is it a game that they're going to keep me with high blood pressure so I need their medicine? That's not right. And it's wrong. And knows who's paying the bill? Every American taxpayer is paying the bill. And as long as they can keep me there and play that game, they will. And now all the rest of this money is being spent for my Section 8 and this and that and the other. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And here I am upset over it. Why? I'm not paying it. You're paying it. You want to keep paying it? I don't want you to keep paying it. I want to get the help, but they don't have to have $300 a day and they can't give me the food I want. They get $15 a day. I say, well, give me this food. Well, we can't do that. Oh, well, then I'll go get the food myself and cook it myself. Oh, okay, go ahead. I do it. I have the food there. They throw it all out. I'm going to show you. I'm going to get witnesses and open up the container. They brought me. One day they said, out of the freezer, all this stuff, you got to get rid of this. They give it to me frozen. They didn't say, well, keep it in the freezer. Now, tomorrow when you go, you could take it. No. Everything that these people are doing is irresponsible. It's unprofessional. And it's wrong. And the whole thing's a madhouse. Let's do something about it. Join me. Listen. Help. I'll teach you. I love you. Amen.